over the time I was in Germany, and even today, went and addressed some of those issues.
Okay.
So I'm kind of curious what he did with that.
Did he close any of them?
Yeah, he did close them. So
Okay.
what I'm going to do here is I will do the Infinity Share thing. Okay, so then I'm going to go to, let's see, what is that thing called again?
GitLab?
Yeah, that's right, GitLab. GitHub. Oh, GitLab. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
GitLab. Here's GitLab. Let me see, and then I logged in as me. Oh, oh, you're kidding me. Oh, this is username or email. I think my username in this is Bruce Chittister. My password, I thought, was this. I wish it would just remember me. Yeah, it did. A funny thing, I type in my email in the same password and says, "You're wrong." Yeah, if I type in the username in that same password, you're right. Okay, so on the close things, let me see. This was updated 21 minutes ago. So he said he added a life counter to the menu.
Oh, I actually got that.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah, so okay, I have a
Yeah, but see, Elijah did it.
I think that's because he started the issue. But here, I have a funny story for you. Not very good one. Not a good one, but so about like a week after you left, I was like, okay, it's time to start working on the program. And when I got onto GitLab, I didn't see any issues. Or like I saw two, but they were only like ones that were like specific to me.
And you had to refresh your browser.
Yeah, well, what I thought was I thought you guys got all the issues done. So I was like, okay, that's kind of weird.
No, you had a caching problem with your browser.
So I got kind of late on to working on it, but I did get a few things done, just not as much.
Okay, so how about that would be good. How about you share now? I'm going to stop sharing. You share what you got, and let's take a look at your solution here.
Okay, so
your NetBeans.
And I don't think I have everything that like Elijah did from a couple weeks ago with the paddle movement or anything.
Yeah.
But so you can see this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't do a whole lot, but I did get.
It is starting to. This little thing's starting to take some shape, isn't it? Yeah. Oh my goodness! So, look what you did.
So yeah, I got all of this, and I didn't like how like each row had a color. I liked it more like a horizontal thing had its own color. So I added some extra. We're up to like 300 lines of code now because of all this now.
Yeah.
So, and then
it is the 3 is a life thing, but you don't know how the life will go away.
I didn't. Yeah, because we don't have it to where like the bottom is like the, how would you say it, border yet. So I was like,
yeah,
I'll just leave that.
Now, right now, what we have is Super Ball. Super Ball goes through all the bricks. It doesn't even bounce off bricks. Okay. And it also bounces behind the menu.
Yeah.
So really, what we need to do is for the height is we need to subtract. We need to subtract way. I mean, you can see that.
Yeah, because it goes like all the way to
the so even the menu's not all the way to the top.
Yeah.
So we gotta put the menu off. So over there it seems to be fine, but boy, up in here in this area, some area it looks like the ball actually goes. You can actually see it on above the. Maybe it's the same height. Maybe it's just a tricky thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's pretty impressive, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you starting to get like kind of proud of this thing now?
I wouldn't say pro now. I still have some trouble figuring things out that are just like
you're already doing things way more than most people can do in computer science. You know what I'm saying? First year stuff. And it's not even a year, you gotta remember we only started this thing out in September.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so the truth is though, after this class, this thing, I mean, you're either gonna like this stuff or not. And it's going to be kind of on you to scoop around with it and get things, and get yourself familiar with this. And,
yeah.
There's a lot of cool stuff to learn still, but you get that kind of stuff in college. And right now, the kind of stuff that really will keep you going is doing fun stuff.
Yeah.
Just keep doing fun stuff. Like I told you, I thought it was so cool when I got my first computer to write a little program that would lock the keyboard out, right? And we could. I mean, that's the last thing you ran, right? Yeah. It's the last thing you ran because after that, there was the only way to recover was to power off. I wrote so when I was in college, everybody in college had to have a HP 48GX graphing calculator. That was pretty well the standard issue thing that you had to have for college, for calculus. And so there was only one problem with that stinking calculator, in that if the on button also acted as the off button.
Oh yeah.
And it was very easy to press. So you would stick your calculator in this protected pouch and stick it in your backpack. When you got to your next class, you realize this thing's been on all stinking day, and I got another set of batteries. And then when then when you want to use it, then when you want to use the stinking calculator, you didn't have any batteries. Yeah. Oh, let me see. I got a message. Maybe it's from Elijah. Oh yeah, Elijah. Hey, yes. Oh, okay. So let me let's check. Oh yeah, here he is. Okay, so here he is. Good. You haven't really missed that much. We did start the recording session. Right now, we're looking at some changes that Ryan made. I was just explaining to him basically, this thing is actually starting to take a little bit of life right now. And it's starting to get pretty cool. And after this 102 class, it's basically, you guys are, what you need to do if you really like this stuff is just keep doing stuff that's fun. You know what I'm saying? And I was just telling him how the first thing I told you guys earlier, that one of the first things I did is wrote a little something that would actually lock the keyboard out. But of course that's the last thing you ran, because then you couldn't even type to get out of it. You had to power cycle. You had to power off your computer. But I would tell him also, when we went into college, and HP 48GX was the graphing calculator used for that. Problem with the design is the on button also acts as the off button and the on button. So anyway, but you found out though, as a student, that you put it in this protected little pouch and then in your backpack, that you found out that it's been bumped one way or the other, and it's been turned on and that's running for the longest time. You go through batteries, and as a student, you don't have money for batteries. And so, and especially when you're getting ready to use it and your calculator's dead because you can't use it and you needed it for a test, and it's just really, it's just bad. Okay, so as a computer science developer, I quickly learned. I cracked open the manual and I learned about what the RPN language is called, reverse Polish notation. But there's an RPN language that you could write for this calculator. And you can write little scripts and programs. So I wrote a program that basically inverted the, basically every time the program ran, it shut the calculator off. Huh. So, and I wasn't even that interested in the name, so I just called it ABC, just as a name. So basically, instead of pushing the off button to turn my calculator off, I ran ABC. So then if it accidentally got bumped on, then ABC would run and it would shut it off. And it was really a cool little program. So to get into the calculator, you had to run ABC, but then you had to push another command, couple buttons to break the program, to just halt the program, then you get into the calculator. So you had to be a little fancier with the keys to get into it. So it was like my little battery saver program. Well, this was a pervasive problem in the thing, and so my friends, they're like, "Oh, you solved it with that? That's cool. Give me a copy." So we IR transfer this program between the calculators, because it had the ability to do infrared transfer, like I don't know, like a remote control TV uses infrared. Well, they had the infrared sensor, and you can transfer files, and so they got it. Now they're running ABC. So, anyways, I kid you not, in about 5 years of college at the thing, I was sitting down in a hall waiting for a class to start, and this people I had no idea was sitting across and said, "Dude, I got this really cool program called ABC." I mean, it's spread like a virus.
Yeah, that is awesome.
and he was talking about that, and so what I'm just saying is, programs, things are fun, but you're gonna find you're gonna find things in life where it just makes things a little bit easier, and you can use computers and stuff for to solve pretty cool problems. Did I think about that one of the first real programs I tried to write was to do balance chemical equations. Well, I was doing it on my Commodore 64, but the problem with the whole environment thing is I let it run for like 3 days, and then later I realized, oh, I had an endless loop in there, never finished, But I let it run for 3 days. So, anyways, this show him right now, since Elijah's on, run your program now. That he's already demonstrated this to me once. He's added some more blocks and some idea of a wall thing.
Yeah.
And it's starting to get kind of cool, isn't it, Elijah?
Yeah, it is. I unfortunately was not able to get anything done.
Well, you were getting all the credit because you submitted the defect, so it looks like it always looked like Elijah was the one fixing it, but it turns out
no, man, that stinks.
Okay, so this is pretty darn cool, but we do see something. Go keep it running there because I want to demonstrate it as it's happening. We do have a couple either new issues. We got to go search our issues to see if they exist. But of course, you see how the ball hides up below the menu. It doesn't actually bounce off the top of the top of the window is no longer the top. So we got to do that. And he does have a life counter, like a number 3 in the top left-hand corner. But of course, there's no indication that now. It turns out the other thing too is that you're getting a point for just the ball moving. That's not cool. That's not cool.
Don't want that.
That's not cool. I think we have a issue submitted for that.
Yeah.
But
it also doesn't actually bounce on anything except the walls yet.
Yeah, right. I called it I already mentioned that it's called the Super Ball, right? It's just like it goes through everything. It's like Superman. So we've got a little bit of work to do right now, but let's at least get the ball to bounce within the region, okay? Now, you didn't make any contributions, Elijah?
No.
Okay, so what we want to do then is, let's work as a team then to continue to modify Ryan's code, and then when he could check it in, and we can continue to do this. Because I think what we need to do here is we need to at least make it to where the ball region recognizes the menu.
Yeah.
And for some reason, every once in a while, you can actually think you can see the ball peeking above the menu.
Yeah.
But I don't think what we're actually seeing there is that I think you're just seeing a drawing refresh buffering thing. It's actually just not drawing the menu at that time, and it's drawing the ball. But it does sure look like it peaks up there a little bit. So we'll figure that out. There is something strange there going on. Okay?
Yeah.
So let's do yeah, you're still getting points for not hitting anything. That's cool. Okay, so go ahead and close this. So let's work on that menu a little bit. Okay, so first of all, is the menu all the way to the top? That's what I want to know. So let's guide us and navigate us to the menu code here, and let's take this. Now I'm a little disturbed in that. What is X and Y? What defines X and Y? X and Y is really 0, 0, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it really 0, 0? It should always be 0, 0, right?
Yeah.
So why can't we just hard code that 0, 0 and then forget those? So actually, just to test it for right now, just put those as 0, 0. Do you see what I'm saying by 0, 0?
We see it right here?
Yeah, just 0, 0. Now let's run the program again and see if it really messed up our menu. If we somehow had a bad assumption about the role that the other things did.
Did move? Oh, it did.
Oh, it did move it, because you know what? You weren't really doing 0, 0, buddy. That's why it was able to sneak underneath it.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, let's fix this. So now we got that.
Wait, so if I had it as X and Y, then what?
Then your X and Y. Okay, let's go ahead and double click on draw menu, the word.
Oh, draw menu.
Right there, yeah, double click that. Right mouse button, click on it, on the word, and find usages. We're going to find the place where you called it and to see why you messed up those parameters.
Find?
Yeah, sure. We're going to find where you messed up those parameters. You were not passing a 0, 0. Oh, you should have been.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not the right thing. So do right mouse button, click on draw menu. Maybe it's not find usages. It's let's see here. Let's just go to the top. Yeah, go. Oh, there it goes. Navigate. Go to source, I guess. Let's do that. I don't know. This is that source. So go to, do that again. Go to declaration.
Yes.
It's going to be
Test.
oh, implementation. No, that's this thing. Actually, click on it. See what happens. No, you need to actually find it in the program. So let's see if we can just find it though. Go to main. It's probably in main anyways. Okay. Find out where you do find out where you do draw menu in there. It's somewhere in there.
A lot of new blocks.
Yeah, I know. We got to find a better way to organize those too.
Yeah. Repaint, panel, blocks.
Oh wow.
There it is, draw menu.
Oh,
okay. Here it is. So what you're doing is you're passing it 0, 10. I don't know why you're doing that.
Yeah, I don't
know. What? You know what? But let's just erase those two last things because we know it's always 0, 0.
Okay, so just
yeah, erase those and a comma. Right, and let's go fix them. Let's go fix the methods so that it doesn't take them.
Wait, what's wrong here?
Yeah, because it doesn't match. It doesn't match the right call anymore. So let's go over here to where we get the menu defined. Menu.java. Yeah, and get rid of the int x, int y on the draw menu. See the int x and int y. Yeah, now if you get rid of those two and you don't require those extra parameters, then it's going to match perfectly. One more, get rid of that comma. Now it'll match perfectly, and now it's 0, 0, and now you've got your menu is in the right spot. But now that your menu's in the right spot, guess what else is not? Your
the score
and everything else. So that's part of the menu, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the menu and at least.
Well, actually,
it should be part of the menu. I hope it's part of the menu.
I think I might have it on main.
I don't like it in main.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of a menu thing. All menu things should be in the menu thing, you know?
Yeah. I guess I didn't really think about that. Yeah. So here's this.
Yeah, okay, so let's control X for delete, basically, or whatever. Let's see. Control, yeah, there you go. And now go to menu. Yeah, go to the menu.java. And then we have the class, and after we do that, draw menu, and then at the bottom of draw menu, or the bottom of the if statement there.
This one right here.
Line 27. Yeah. No, actually, line 28 now. Go to line after line 28. Enter. No, I want to be after that curly brace.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't want it to be part of this if statement. I want it to be after the if statement. Right there, now paste it there. This is about where I want it, okay? Now, yeah, because it can't find score. So how does it know score? So it's got to be, do you call draw menu every time? Do you call draw menu every time? I mean, let's take a look at your main. So every time you come around at this point, menu is drawn. It's like over, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we need to do is just pass it the score. So go over to menu.java, and after the color in the parameters for draw menu, after color there. No, in the parameters for draw menu. So on line 14. Yeah, do a comma. Yeah, do comma. Comma. Int score. And comma int life. Now these you're gonna have to pass it now. Okay, so go back to main, and instead of telling it is 0, 0, which didn't make any sense anyway, then you're gonna pass it score and life. So then just go down to the call for draw menu and just type in score comma life. See what I'm doing there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, we're basically we're
comma life.
Yeah, we're actually like hallway architecting this whole game, right? This really should come. We really should think about these, you know, the consequences of our decision in the big picture. But for the most part, I really wanted just to kind of play around just to see what we come up with. And then we can also discover things that aren't so cool. One thing that's not so cool is to draw a screen is going to take a huge number of blocks. So, oh, hold on a second. I'm going to answer this call here. Oh, no, I guess I'm not going to. I guess if they're going to hang out. Okay, so, yeah. Okay, yeah, and do it. There you go. Did you just try to fix it now? See if we can fix it. Okay, let's see if it runs. It
needs to be a little bit
lower. A little lower. Now, do you guys both really understand why I want the score? I wanted the score to be part of the menu.
That way you can go to the same place to change it.
Well, and it's like it is part of the menu logically.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not part of main.
It's really not part of it. It's part of the menu.
Yeah, should I try 12 or 15?
Oh, we'll just try number. I don't know, 15, I guess. You could have done all three different ones and then find out which one's right and then made them all the same.
That's true. It's a kind of high, but it looks good though.
Yeah, do 17.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Wait, did you say 17?
Yeah, something like 17. Yeah, just make it a little sense, just because a little closer and we'll move on. Okay. Now, so there's the score. Now we also know that the height of the menu is fixed, right?
Yeah.
The vol won't go over the top anymore.
It won't go over the top anymore, right?
Because but it still goes like through the menu, like it doesn't hit the bottom of the menu.
No, it still goes in there, and that's the reason is because the balls doesn't even have any context for that menu.
So basically, we just need a way for the ball to bounce off the blocks and the menu. And
well, let's give to block. Oh yeah, we lost control.
We do have menu detection though. I kind of took.
Well, when you did that, what happened to the score?
Oh, well,
the score shouldn't have disappeared when you resize the window, right?
Yeah, that's one thing I can't solve. Is like,
well, what you should be able to do somehow is just make the score so many blocks away from the edge of the window. I remember doing that with the paddle. I can't remember how, but
so like this is why I have two scores right now, because if it's like this, if it's maximized, then it's right here, and if normally when it starts out, it's like right there. So we don't actually need both of those.
What kind of trick is that? That's a hack.
Very, very lazy hack right there.
Okay, that's a hack. So we gotta fix this up. So close that up. We gotta fix that the first thing. Okay.
Yeah, that's why we have two.
Okay, only get rid of that 1325 one. That's just silly. Okay. Now, let's take a look and use what we have already known. So. Do you see the number 980? That's a magic number, right?
Yeah.
It's a magic number because it only works in a certain situation. So what we really want to do is we want to mathematically determine where that's supposed to be. So what we really want to do is ask the question, how wide is your screen? Minus 10 pixels.
Okay.
How do we do that? We've done that before. So let's go to the paddle and see where we've done that before.
So go to paddle.
Yeah, because Elijah's fixed it, right? So go take a look down and see how we got. See how we got. Where is screen? Where's the screen?
Well, we've got paddle X and paddle Y. I think that's what we did it with.
Yeah, we might have done it with that, but let's go to main. I'm pretty sure I put something cool in main like that. Yeah, I think it's gonna be this. I think it's gonna be window.width or something. What is it? Oh, here it's getting. Let me see. Frame size set visible. No, keep going down though. Oh, here we go. Get width. So I wonder if we can just call the get width on this thing. So let's just see what happens. Let's go over to. We don't have the graphic content, so we might have to do that. I'm gonna have to see where we're gonna get that. So let's go over to the main menu. Excuse me, the menu Java. And see if you can just like get width in there.
like right below here?
No, replace 980.
Oh.
With get width. Well, you got to spell it the same way. Capital W, and so go back and take a look at me and see where it's at.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go see. It's
oh,
like it's really, and it uses open close curly brace.
Open close curly brace?
No, I mean parentheses. Yeah. And yeah, no semicolon there. So type this dot and see if you can get that content. So
you say
this dot. It doesn't like it, so it's probably the problem is. Let's see if you can do G dot.
Nope.
Okay, so what we need to do is we need to figure out how to get the information from the main window to our menu class to determine the width of the window. Because see, the menu.java knows nothing about the menu, the graphic content and the pane, Java pane, and all that stuff is drawn by me. But what we can do here, if we wanted to be a little bit crazy, okay, and we can use this for just a little bit more things. So let's go up to the the method for drawing it. Okay.
Drawing what?
Forget that. Let's leave it as an error right now. Let's go up to the menu. Let's go up to the method in menu.java. You're in the file, and add 2 more parameters and do it. We're going to do it window width, right? No, just width. I mean, do instead of int score, int life, and you're going to say int width.
On like line 17?
Yeah, line 14 actually. Comma int. Yeah, comma int width. So what we're going to basically do is we're going to have the color of this tell me, hey, how wide of a window are you? Okay, so let's go back to main. It's going to complain now on the, go down where you make the call to draw menu.
Oh, yeah, right here.
And at the end of life, there do comma this dot width.
Oh, this dot width?
This dot get width, or whatever it is. No, get width.
Capital W.
Yeah, and W, and then also the parentheses. Okay, so now let's go over and take a look at now what we can do with this. Okay, now that we've got it as width, see this menu width you have there?
Where?
In line 20?
20. Yeah.
Okay, where do you get menu width at anyways, by the way? Oh, okay, take a look at that. See that 1365?
Yeah, right here.
Okay, replace that with width.
Oh.
Can't you do that? Do you see that? Yeah, do you see that?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I see that.
Okay, now that's also was a magic number, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, we don't want magic numbers. 25 is not a magic number because that's a fixed height that we want that to be. But the width was a magic number. And so when you have magic numbers, you got to really ask the question, what's going on? Now let's go down to the string here. And see that 980? You can replace that with like width minus 20.
Okay.
Right? Because we're going to say we want it to be about 20 less than that where it starts drawing it. I think you have to spell it correctly. Yes. Okay, and now what's the other thing? This is so the other one's fine because it's 0, 0. So let's run this now and see if at least let's see what happens. It says there's still errors, but I bet if you compile it all. Now that wasn't enough, but it sure does move with it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go ahead and close this, and instead of 20, let's do like minus 30 or something. Maybe 40, maybe even 40. Yeah, 40.
Okay.
Like 40. Sure. 35, 40, something like that. But you can play around with it until it's friendly.
Yeah.
Now the thing is you got to give it room for a big number, so you can't make it too small, right?
Yeah.
because if it gets to be in the millions, it'll run off to the edge. So you probably really need to do.
We do plan on only getting 1 score for each block, so maybe that wouldn't be too much of a problem.
Yeah, but you know what? Numbers are free in scores, and who knows what you might get the super block and get 10 million bucks or something.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, so it probably might be a better idea if you display the score on the left-hand side and the lives on the right-hand side. Do you think you can change that? Because if you display on the left-hand side, then it can grow and not run off the screen. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why don't we try to do that? Try to switch the roles real quick so go where you actually draw those two things. So you got g.draw string integer life. So what you can do is you can replace the width minus 40 in the bottom, and you can put 10 in the top. Right?
I feel like I completely understand what you're saying. I just feel like I don't get how to do it.
Okay, so on line 28, you're setting the integer up for the score, and you want the score to be wherever the life is. So instead of s width minus 40, you want to do 1, or you're going to do 10 and 17, right? 1, 10, and 17. What is s, by the way?
Oh, it's for score.
Oh, that's a string.
Yeah, this is
score.
L.
That's L. Okay,
yeah.
L's are.
I was kind of confused at that too.
Yeah, L's are kind of a bad letter. So why don't you say strings? Okay, I get it now. So change it to the width minus 40 to 10.
Okay.
And the 10 to width minus 40. Now what's going to happen here? Yeah. What you're going to have here is they're basically just going to switch roles.
Probably have this more like 35.
Okay.
Because the life is a lot smaller.
Yeah,
it's not going to grow.
Yeah. Okay. So now the score could grow big time, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You got plenty of menu for a bigger number.
Yeah.
Now we have another thing though. We do know that the ball is having a problem. So what we can do here is let's fix that. Now the other things don't really know what the height of the thing is. So let's do inside of menu Java. Let's define say int define height. Oh, const. So let's do this as a right there where it says Boolean visible true.
Boolean visible true.
Line 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's do const int. So const for const. Space int space. Make it all capitals because when it's a const, I like it to be all caps. But height. No, I'm thinking const int, and then the variable name will be all capitals.
Okay.
Height, HEIGHT, except EI. Okay. Except EI. And then it's equal 25, right? Or what is it? 20. Okay, semicolon. Now this is what I'm saying by this here. What is it complaining about? Illegal startup of type. Can't I do this? Why can't I do this?
Is it static int?
No, static means that anybody can call it.
Hmm.
But well, get rid of the word const, but I'll have to look that up. Okay? It doesn't like it. Then, anyways, right after that, or after the 20, enter, and do public int get height. No, get HEIG. It's no dots. There you go. Get height. Open and close parenthesis. Enter key.
Oh, sorry.
Open and close curly. Inside the open and close curly. Okay, and then say return. Okay, and inside there, say return height. Now, capital H. How do you see? All caps. So what I'm doing with this is semicolon. So what I'm saying with this, anybody that wants to know the height of the menu can just ask the question.
Okay.
Who's going to need to ask the question? That's going to be in main. Why do they need to know the height of it? Because of the ball. Right? The ball doesn't want to hit the menu. So let's go over to the main. Is this where we got collision detection at? Is still in main?
Let's check. It should
Where
be
is our collision detection?
Collision detection.
It's still in main, right?
Yeah, it's right here.
So basically, we have R1XX width, right? Well, now, what we need to do here is we do not have collision detection actually with the, well, you know, that's the other thing too. We don't even have collision detection with the menu, right?
Oh, I did take that over here. We have it.
Well, that's collision detection generally.
Yeah.
But we didn't call collision detection on the menu, did we? So let's go up to main and go up and go up and that's menu. Oh, yes, you do have a collision detection. I see. Do that. Oh, okay. But do you use it on anything? Do you call it and use it?
Well,
let's take a look at menu again.
Like if you run it.
Well, let's do menu again.
It'll say menu detection when it hits the menu.
Okay.
It kind of loops there for a little bit.
Let's go in menu. Okay, and then you call collision detection, right? And okay, so it's a did detect it. So what did we do for making the ball change direction? It's been a while. I've kind of forgotten.
Yeah, that was up here, right where the float. Right?
Yeah, let me see.
Direction right here, right? This, right?
No, that's where that's the direction that it moves. Now let's take a look again inside. Let's go down where we actually call collision detection. Yeah, for the ball. Paddle, there's paddle. But go up to ball. Where's the ball? What do we do with the ball?
Is it?
Where the heck is the ball?
I mean, do we have it?
Yeah, well, run it. We got a ball? I thought I saw a ball. Are you trying to trick me? We still got a ball. Where the heck is the ball?
There's a ball bouncing around. It's got to be there somewhere.
Yeah, do you remember where it is, Elijah?
No, hold on. Let me take a look at my own program.
There's the ball. Repaint. Yeah. Go up a second. This might be the ball. Let's see. While true. Draw dot repaint. Set frame. Go up a little bit. New draw frame on exit. No, this is not it. Is this the? This is not the ball. This is. There should be like a draw ellipse somewhere.
Oh,
or a circle.
Do draw ellipse 2D? Yeah, ball.
Oh, okay. Now, how does this ball draw ball? There's draw ball.
Yeah, here it is.
Okay, draw block, which we call a ball. Why do we call draw block on ball?
Well, I think. Yeah, this is just the first block. Because this little part right here was.
No. It was so here's what we did is that we wanted to know if the ball collided with the block, so we passed it the ball so that the block can know if it collided with it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess that was just so long ago. I really don't remember.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to do the same thing for the menu. So go down to draw menu.
Draw menu. It should be down. Here, draw menu.
You pass it the ball. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Where is draw block? That's in block.java. Let's see what we did there. Oh yeah. So we have all this collision detection, but we don't have the ball doing anything different.
Yeah.
That's the deal. This is where the new challenges happen. Okay, so we don't even have a ball class, do we?
No.
No.
Because we got. What were you thinking, Elijah?
I was just saying when we do put the when we do make the blocks disappear when the ball hits it, we're probably gonna have to put it in that second if statement of draw block.
What we need to do is tell the ball to change directions.
Yeah.
In our collision detection.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can do this for the first time. Let's just work with the regular blocks right now, okay? So go up in the code. Let's look at main. But there's collision detection in block 2, isn't there? Which collision detection is actually using?
Block.
Oh wait, stay there. And if collision detection ball block, then collision detected. Go back to main. This collision detection is not being used by anything. What I want you, to do that, and then do control // Okay, I just commented that whole thing out.
Oh, that's
see if it still runs.
That's cool.
See if it still runs.
Okay.
I don't even think that's what was throwing us off. That's dead. That's called dead code. Okay. Yeah, it wouldn't even run like this. It would compile and have errors and say I'm missing or whatever. We're not even using it. Okay. So first of all, let's stop this and just delete now. You can say
delete all this.
Delete the dead code. It's dead code. We don't do the collision stuff here. We do it in the rectangle or the menu or whatever we do. So
yeah.
Knowing that, let's go over to the block.
Block.java?
Actually, we gotta see how the movement happens with the ball. So let's go to main. Now, if you go up, I think that was right in the while loop. I think this is how we.
Right here.
No, that's defining the ball, but I think the movement's right here. Go on down a little bit. Yeah, there's the sleep. See.
Oh.
See, this is why that's how fast we redraw the ball and stuff. Remember, that's how fast the ball moves. This is all about the ball right here. This is all about the ball.
Here,
okay.
Maybe we should put a comment like ball movement.
Okay, yeah, this is ball movement. Now, I'm not sure I really like the idea that we control the ball in main, but okay, so let's take a quick look at this. So it's basically saying its X location and Y location is equal to, and you guys have calculus yet?
Say what again?
You guys had calculus yet?
No.
No.
Okay, but the dx and dy is mean, and those are kind of calculus terms, but what they really mean is change of, right, in the change of that direction. So basically, dx means the amount of change in the x direction, and dy means the amount of change in the y direction.
Well, okay? Sounds like just the difference of the two different places x has been.
Well, yeah, it's basically x, the capital X, capital Y is where are you at, and the small dx dy means how much am I going to move in the x direction or the y direction. And of course, if you make that a negative number, it moves to the left, and then positive, and it goes forward, okay? And the positive dx means left and right, it's left and right movement, and the dy is up and down movement. Okay, but if the x, next line here, 143, it says that if the x position is less than the radius, okay, now the radius of the thing, let me see, let's say we had a ball with a radius of 10, okay? And it's saying if x is less than 10, it's saying that if your x position minus the radius is less than 0, That's because we want the ball to actually not be bouncing around based on the center of the ball, but on the edge of the ball.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you got rid of that math there, what you'd have is you'd have the center of the ball that's doing the collision and then bouncing around. It just looks funny. Okay, so then what it does is if this happens, basically if the X ever happens in the if it ever hits to the left of the wall. So why don't you put a comment above this? Right there, yeah, 142, make a comment above that and say, this is when the ball hits the left wall. The ball, you know, when the ball hits the left wall, I guess. Okay, and then the else if, that's on 147, you can put a comment above that and says, when it hits the right wall. And then on the if statement on 153, you can say when the I've got to make sure I got this math right because it's 0, 0, top left-hand corner. I guess this would be that when it hits the top wall, I guess. And then of course the other one will be the bottom. Okay, so what we really need to do let's think about this. What would we have to tell this? So the problem is, these variables. So let's take a look at the first line here where it says 143 x minus radius is less than 0. Do you see the role that 0 plays? What role does 0 play in this?
Well, 0 is a coordinate, right?
It's a very specific one, isn't it?
It's the,
what if the ball hits something that's not at 0? See, we're assuming everything it hits is only going to be at 0. So this needs to be a variable. See what I'm saying?
Problem is if we also wanted to make it hit any side of one of the blocks, right?
So here's what I'm going to do. Let's do this. Okay, let's try to think about this. Let's see. Let's go up to the top of this file here, and we're going to make a variable that everybody can get a hold of. Okay. We're going to create below height and width and all that kind of stuff. Let's on line 15. Let's make a new entry here. Let's say static int. And we're going to call this let's say bottom of object. And then make it equal to 0. And then we're going to do a static int top of object. And this is going to be equal to height. Isn't height defined there? Or why is height not defined? Oh, because it's not been defined. Okay, then this will be this dot get height. Capital H, and then you need the parentheses after it. Because they're actually calling it. What is it complaining about? Can't be done in a static context. Which means it needs to be... Okay, then let's get rid of those initializations then. So the equals 0, get rid of that. The equals this height, get rid of that. Let's do the semicolon. Okay. And then we got two more variables. Let's say static int right of object. And then do static int left of object. Now here's what I'm saying is we're going to define basically as soon as something gets hit, then they're going to update these, and it's going to change what it can reflect on.
Okay.
But so let's see if we can get this to work for something. Now go into our program there, main. Go down more. Oh yeah. Oh, go up. Go up before. Get to the while loop there. Wherever that while loop is.
Oh,
okay,
the while
go
loop.
down.
That is right here.
Okay, right just before the while loop though, outside the while loop, like on line 140. Go ahead and hit say top of object. Oh, you got to do say I guess this dot or main dot.
Main dot.
Yeah, say capital. Oh, I know what it is. It's main. Main dot.
Main dot.
No, not main dot. Let me see how you access. I need to see. Let me do a quick little search here on how you access a static variable in Java.
Okay.
Static. Let's see. Okay, or static int b, and then you should be able to just do it by the name top of object. Oh, it's capital. It's not capital T anyways, but get rid of just call top of object and get rid of main dot equals. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so equals 0.
Okay.
So initially, and then replace the 0 on line 147 with top of object.
Oh, right here?
Yeah. So initially, we're going to define this with the okay, and then and then this when the ball hits the right wall, so we're going to do that will be the left of object. Oh, sorry. X minus rating. This is going to be so change it to bottom of object on 140.
147.
Yeah, 140. Change it to say bottom of object.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now, if you think about it, what I'm doing here is then change that to bottom of object on 147. Is I'm basically I'm saying that the top of the screen is the bottom of an object. Does that make sense?
Wasn't this when it hits the left wall?
No, that's what. Oh, yeah, that's true. And it hits the left wall, so that would be the right of an object. Right side of object. You're right. So change that to right side of object.
Oh, okay. And change this also.
Yes, okay, right of object. Okay, right of object. And then if the ball hits, now the second comment is the width, which is when the ball hits the right wall. If it hits the right wall, that means it hit the left side of the object, right?
Okay. So
go up there to right, or your right of object, say left of object. Left of object. And equals width.
Oh, width. Okay.
Yeah, width. Okay, and then you're going to change that to left of object. Okay. But we're initially going to just define it as the whole string, right? But as soon as as soon as an object gets hit, it's going to complain and change it.
Okay.
Okay. Then what do you want to do? And you see a thing when the ball hits the top, also say bottom of object. Elijah, you following this? Equals 0. Yeah. Okay. And then you might as well just change that 0 there to bottom of object. And then the last one will be top of object equals height. Now it only is going to it's only going to have those values one time, because when we're in the while statement, if somebody changes it outside of that, then they're going to change, right?
Yeah.
Now let's at least run the program, see if we didn't bust it. It should run exactly the same it did before. Nothing's updating it and stuff.
Oh, where's the ball?
Where's the ball?
Oh, it's stuck in this corner.
Oh, nice. And why'd you do that? You stuck the ball in the corner. Okay, so let's see how we busted it. Okay, so if the right of an object, left of an object, width. So did we really? Okay, so just real quick, change the right and the bottom to 0 zeros again. In the line 150, double click the word. Type hit 0.
Then
double click the word, yeah, bottom 0. Change that one to width. Yeah, hit 0 there for that. No, that one was 0 again. And then change the double click on there and height width. And then height, and then see if let's see if it runs, because that really, we shouldn't really have done anything. If this has the ball stuck in the corner again, I'm going to be a little surprised.
There we go.
Okay, now that is a little funny. Okay, so go ahead and close this. Let me think about why.
Why would it get stuck in the bottom right corner though? Because normally it starts.
Oh, you know what? Because. Oh, we've got to do this whole thing. Okay, so do edit redo.
Where's that?
Edit. The edit menu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and choose redo. Oh, you don't have it on there, so that's okay. Okay, here's what we got to do. Let's change that. Okay, so so double click on the right of object, the word.
Oh,
no, right of, yeah. Control C for copy.
Okay.
And then change the 0 to say, no, not that 0, the one on line 150.
150.
Yeah, let's go back to what we had, because I think we were pretty darn close. We just didn't recognize it. Okay, and then change that to that one. And then there you go. Now you're cooking.
Right here.
I think what we need to do is take a look inside here. Inside what it does in the if statement. So if it is the radius minus x right of object, whatever, something, that's good. But it's the problem here is see the left of objects? Double click on left of objects, copy, and take the word width and replace that with 158.
At 150.
158, replace width with left of object.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's why it was getting stuck.
Was that the only place we need to change?
Nope, one more. Top of object, you got to replace the word height with top of object down on one there. See the word height on 169?
Oh yeah, it's all the way down there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That should be top of object. I think that'll work now.
Okay.
I think it was getting stuck because those two things were just like, it couldn't be updated. Then it was just running it into the corner.
Nope.
Where's it at now?
I have no idea.
What did you do? Well, you busted the ball. Okay, so let me see here. We're going to have to take a look and see what's happened. There's some crazy math thing that's going on here. So we theoretically have the same thing. Well, here's what we do. is I think the problem is in the second else if on both of those things. So take the left of object on line 155 and change that back to width. Both of them. So width there and width on the inside. Like on 158. Yeah, change that back to width. And then on the 166, change top of object to height. And change the one on 169 to height. Now, let's run that again and see if it runs. Because basically it'll mean that the other things we did was okay. Okay. The other thing we did was okay. But it does not like what we did, does it?
Nope.
So let's only do one of them. So what we need to do here is the width, the left of object. So let's do the left of object. That's the word, copy it. Change it to, I think it's still correct to do the width of object. So if it's greater than that, I really should think that should not be a problem. Oh, you know what? Let's change that width to left of object in both lines 155 and 158, those two. But I am thinking that we're updating those widths in a lot of other places.
Okay, so just those two?
Yeah, but now let's go search for the word width in this file. So just visually kind of go up and down and look for width. I think we have a bunch of widths.
There's one right here.
That's the declaration. That's fine. Oh, you know what? Here you go. Comment those two out. Comment on height and width because we don't need them anymore.
Okay.
We're gonna let the compiler find it. There it is. There's a couple of errors
down here. Okay, right here.
There we go. That's oh. I thought it was getting them from the system.
There are also a couple down here and
okay, right that's a problem. This is a problem. Okay, so let's go up and fix it.
Okay.
No, no. That's not fixing it. That's go down where it's got an error. Let's fix that here. Okay, so let's change it to say this dot get width.
This dot get width. Okay.
Can we do that, or is it the wrong? It's open close curly. Oh, we lost context here. That's why we couldn't do it. Okay, so yeah, change that to width, back to width. And then we got to bring those variables in, but we're not going to do it right away. We're going to go down and see the usages. Let's go down to the other errors. I'm seeing now that, okay, so that's a height. Then width equals that. Oh, look at that. Every time it paints an object, it updates it. That's where we're getting messed up. Okay, so let's go to the top. And let's bring those integers back in, those heights and widths.
Where is that? Right here,
yeah,
right?
Right here, yeah, bring those in. Here's the problem is every time this screen updates, it updates that height and width and it messes us up.
Is that
but
right?
let's avoid that then. Okay, let's see if we can avoid that. Let's okay, so actually let's do this. Oh, it should get it. Okay, so let me see. Listen objects. Oh, yeah, that is probably kind of a hard thing. Let's see. I should have a number there. So don't like that. Well, I don't really see why this is not working. But you know what? We can put a breakpoint in there and run it. We'll put a breakpoint at the right there at the left of the line 155.
Like right here or before the curly brace?
Right there. 155. Why are you doing that? That's not how you do a breakpoint. Go click on the 155 on the left side of the program. Is line 155?
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
don't click on it.
Yeah, sorry.
Breakpoint. Toggle it. There you go. Well, you want to toggle it on, so there you go. There you go. That's a breakpoint. There.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and run it. It's going to be a little slow, so you got to push the thing.
Oh.
That's okay. Oh, look at that.
That's weird.
It's never hitting that spot. It's never hitting that spot. Close that. It's never hitting that condition.
Huh.
What? Well, let's change left of object back to width, and let's keep the breakpoint there. Keep it there.
So change this left of object to width.
No, the one on line 155.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, change that back to width, and change the one on 158 back to width. Now we're gonna have to see what it does when it runs normally. I'm a little surprised.
Should I run it?
Yeah. I'm a little surprised, and it should come over here and break at the breakpoint. Like it should be like hitting that all the time.
See there, it's back to normal.
Yeah, it's back to normal. Why isn't it at the breakpoint? Does it never? Okay, I'm confused here. Go ahead and close that. So why is this break? Oh, whoa! I know what you gotta do. Choose run.
Oh, right here.
Yeah. Oh no, you gotta do not there. Not there. Get out of that. Oh, debug. There you go. Debug. Debug project. There you go.
Right here.
Yes. Okay, now you see that one with the. Okay, that's good though. Now, when you're there, see what width is. Hover over width. Width equals 1008. That's fine.
108.
Okay. Oh, because that is the width of your. Okay. So here's what I want to do: is click the stop button that's on the menu. The stop pause thing. Hit the stop. It's right in the middle. There's a big stop button.
Oh.
Good. Right.
Oh yeah, right here.
Hit stop button. Hit the stop. Let's pause. Don't pause it. Hit stop. Okay. So change width back to left of object. We weren't seeing it because we weren't running debug. You got to put a curly. There you go. And then do left of object on line 158 there too. Left of object minus radius.
Oh, that's on the
158.
Why?
Now we're going to debug and find out what's happening to this left of object value. It should be 1008, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but that's not the button. You can't do run project. You got to do the next one. Hover over the next run. Hover over the next one to the right of it. No, don't do that. What? Don't do that. Okay, you were getting ready to run, but hover over the icon just to the right of the run button. Not that one. Yeah, that one. Does that say debug? There you go. Click on that one. And so instead of running it normally, you just run debug there. Okay?
Oh, okay.
It's just you can go find it in the menu, but there's no sense in it. Okay, so there it is. Let's go see what we got. Hover over left of object. Zero. I see it now.
What is it?
The problem is it's never had. Okay, so let me explain to you what happened. Click the stop button. Stop this thing for me. Go down there where it updates the height and width.
Right here?
Yeah. Basically, this other thing grabs it before this thing's had a chance to tell it. So the default value is 0. The only reason the height and width have the real value is when this gets called. Does this start get the height? And it hasn't even had a chance to paint, and this other thing is already calling it. Okay?
Okay.
So what we need to do let's go back. Let's go up to the let's go see what the whole running thing is about in this while loop. Why is this running so quickly? It's getting to this code real quickly. Even before it's drawn the screen, it's already here. So imagine this, guys. You're before you even draw on the screen, it's asking what's the left of the object. Well, the thing down there, the paint thing, never updated. It told it, so it's default 0, so it's acting all strange.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go up to the top of this thing. We got while true. Let me go up a few lines here. Frame set visible. Frame equals new frame exit on close. It hasn't even had a chance to update yet. So what I really want to do is let's do this. Let's make a let's see if Java has what's called a semaphore. I might as well. There's tricky. You could kind of implement your own like thing, but I might as well bring a new concept for you guys. Let me see here. Let's see how the semaphore thing works. Oh, this is kind of cool how they phrased it. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Go ahead and at the top of the file of main, just roll up. At the top of this, before the class, or I guess right there by int score, probably above int score. So I had a new line. And let's say semaphore, which is a capital S-E-M. No, it's the rest are small. I meant capital S, small E-M, A-P-H.
Sorry,
yeah. S-E-M,
yeah.
A-P,
A-P,
H-O-R-E. So you spell semaphore. Space. We'll call it my semaphore. Sure. Why not? My semaphore equals new, and then semaphore with open and closed parentheses, semicolon. Now, hopefully this thing is going to tell us how to fix it, okay? Go to the little helper on line 9, the little, what do you call it, the light bulb.
Yeah.
And then add import. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so, okay, now what is it complaining about? Let's see, no suitable constructor found for the semaphore class. What?
Huh.
It says no arguments. Oh, it needs an int. What, does it need an int? Let's see if we can, no, not that int. I meant an int as a parameter. Let's go to, can you highlight over semaphore, the word semaphore, right mouse button click, and go to JavaDoc.
Show JavaDoc?
Yeah, show JavaDoc. You need to see how this actually works.
Error. I'm getting that little error sound.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then let me look this up and see if we actually had the Java docs installed properly in the NetBeans. It would go right there. Semaphore JavaDoc, and let me see here what it does. Oh yeah, it does take an integer. It creates a semaphore with a given number of permits. Okay, what's a permit then? Huh. Okay, well let's just put the number 1 in there for now. So in the parentheses, just put number 1. Okay.
Okay.
All right, it'll be happy with that. Now, yeah. Now, on top of that, let's go down right here, and
Are you there?
yeah, I am. I'm thinking. Let me see. Thinking, will it block it? Yeah, I think it will. So what I'm thinking here is before the while true, they're a little higher, so you want the comment to save with you there, or that doesn't matter. Say my semaphore dot take.
Take.
Take. Oh, is that not there either? Oh, let me see. What are they saying it is? Yeah, it's supposed to be take dot take, and then that open and close parenthesis. Semicolon. What's wrong with him? Okay, go back to the dot and use my semaphore dot and see what shows up on the list here. Acquire. Oh.
Fancy.
So let me see. Wait. Well, I don't know if that's it. Let me see what else is available there. They've apparently changed the wording here. You got acquire. Get class is fair. Get okay. Acquire and release. I guess. There's there's a take. Is there a take? A try. Wait.
No, just
no.
try.
There's a. Don't say acquire. We're gonna try this out, even though it doesn't line up with the other examples I got. We're gonna try it and see if it works.
Okay.
So say acquire. Okay, and what else it wants?
Should there be anything in here?
I don't know. Let's I didn't even know about acquire here. So let me take a look. There are other solutions for this. I just thought I'd introduce some for you guys.
Okay.
Let me see what acquire. What else we got? Oh yeah, there's acquire. Acquire. I see it. Acquires a permit from the Center for Blocking. Acquire does not take any parameters. Supposed to just be acquire for crying out loud. Let me see here. Okay, Okay, here's probably what we need to do. It's probably a scoping thing. Oh, private. Do this as a private final. Go up to the top and change that semaphore to say private final, then semaphore.
Private final?
Private final, yeah.
That?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now go down and see if it's complaining about your acquire. It is. Oh, we may have this in the wrong. Let me see. Go up a second. Void play. Is it still in class main?
Yeah.
Let's see then. One more thing to try, just for the example. It doesn't make any sense for me at this point, but after the 1 in the new semaphore 1, do 1 comma true.
True?
Yeah. Okay, now let's see if it complains. And just, I guess,
yeah, so why would I complain about the parameters and not like all of this?
I know. Get rid of that comma true thing and then let me see. Public void play. Let's copy that semaphore line.
This one right here?
No, the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually can control X to delete it. And then bring it down and put it right above where we're calling it and see if it's complaining there.
No. So
right there and then paste, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't like that.
Yeah, it doesn't like that at all because you can't declare that there.
Okay.
And then there's no way for something else to free it. That's what I wanted. Do Control Z, Control Z.
Like while holding all this, or
just say Control Z, and then Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Okay, so that is the right. What is it from? Let me see here. Some way we got either a bad example or we're not figuring this out. Should be just acquire. Let me just find another example of this. You can try to get. You don't need the word final in there. It's just trying that. So get rid of the word final. Let me see. And then we got semaphore, which is semaphore.release. There's release acquire. Holy moly! It's just that easy, really. Oh, public name class. So static. Oh, make it static. I'm sorry. Not private. Make it static.
And not private?
Yeah, not private. Make it static. That might be a whole different right down there. Now go down to the bottom. And oh, I know what it is. It's the number of accessors. It can't be 1. Let's make it 2. Now go down and see if it's complaining about acquire.
So would we not put like?
Oh no, you don't. No, you don't. Oh my goodness, what is the problem? Does it have to be on a separate thread? I don't know. Just can't do it. What is it complaining about? What is its fix options in that over there? Add throw. Oh, there you go. So around the block with a try catch.
Okay, so try this.
Yes.
Oh, what the add?
Oh, undo. Control Z.
Oh.
Okay, go down where it's complaining again. That was the reason it was because we're obligated to. Okay, click on that surround statement with try catch. There we go.
Okay.
There we go. That's good. It did some cool stuff for you. That's okay. Now what we're going to do is go down to the painter.
Paint component.
And the paint component, and then right there about the first thing, or actually after it updates the height and width.
Wait, where?
After it updates the height and width.
Oh, after. Okay.
Yeah. Do my semaphore dot release.
4.release.
Yeah, release. Open and close curly brace there. Apparently, you don't try to catch there. Okay, so theoretically, here's what's going to happen. When you have a semaphore, basically, it's like a lock.
Okay.
And what's going to happen is the program, if you go up to the top where we have the acquire.
Oh, all the way up?
Yeah. Well, where we have the acquire.
Oh, yeah, that's down here.
Yeah.
Right.
At this point, basically, it's going to... Oh, wait, I might have this a little backwards. Let me see. Okay, but we need to lock it first, though. So before the try, you guys will help me out with the logic to make sure that it's all making sense here. But we need to do my semaphore dot lock, or dots. What do they have here? The dot lock?
Look through here.
I guess acquire again.
Okay.
Okay. Put two of them next to it, I guess. I guess.
Two. Wait, what? So like.
Okay, let me explain what I'm trying to do here, and then maybe you guys can help me find a better place. So, what's supposed to happen is a semaphore is basically a lock.
Okay.
And if something else acquires it, then you have to wait until they release it so that you could acquire it. There's only like one lock that's running around. So we want to have something else that locks it. Well, so if we call this acquire first, it cannot acquire it again. It has to wait for something else to release it so it can acquire it. So I think what we should do actually is delete what you just typed there on line 148 and put my semaphore.acquire twice in a row right there on line 152. Add another one.
Oh, okay.
On line 152. Just add another my semaphore.acquire. So this is what I think is going to happen. It looks a little clunky doing this. But the first semaphore acquire is going to acquire the lock, right?
Yeah.
And then the second one's going to go over there and says, I can't acquire the lock because it's already been acquired. Right?
Yeah. So, but what does that like?
Well, then what it's going to do is you go down the code for the paint. Eventually, paint's going to run and it's going to say, release it.
Okay.
Then the other one that's waiting for it can acquire it.
Okay, so what does that mean?
So what that means is that now that the release happened after the height and width was updated, then when it goes into this while true loop, then the height and width are going to be updated properly, not zero.
Okay, but like, what is that going to do for a program?
So, well, what we need to do here is that we also copy those lines 144 to 147, those 4 lines. So Control X and put your cursor on line 153 and hit enter and do a Control V paste. And what this is basically we want the height and width to be the actual size of the screen. but we have to wait for the paint object to be able to update it properly. So we're basically, what we're doing is we're holding this thing up until the paint object has updated the height and width before we get into the thing. I think this will work. So let's just do a regular run, the regular triangle.
Okay, do we want to keep this break?
Yeah, leave it there, but when you run the regular triangle it won't stop. So
oh, okay.
Remember, you gotta run in debug mode for stop, so it won't. Ooh. It's kinda, well, it's moving.
Yeah, but
okay,
wasn't
so
it doing before?
Yeah, kinda. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yeah, click on X, close it. Now run this debug in debug mode. You left the debug spot in there.
Yeah, this one.
Now, at this point, I expect. Okay, hover over left of object. Why is it 0? That's the problem. So what I wanted, and it's supposed to be updated by the paint object.
Yeah. So if we set this to equal width, and width is 1008, then shouldn't left of object be 1008 too?
That's right. Oh, you look at that, what you did. So you're right. At this point, width is 1008.
Yeah.
Before we did that semaphore, it was 0, right?
Yeah.
Why is it not able to do that assignment? Maybe that's where our problems are. Let's go up to the declaration of those. Of the right of object and left of object. Right. Static int means anybody should be able to do it, but let's remove this static for now and just see if we can. I think we're gonna have a problem with accessing it, but in the future. But let's see if this now runs okay.
Run it.
Yeah, run it.
Oh wait, hold up. We need to stop the debug, right?
No, you don't. Oh well, yeah, true. Yeah. Nope. Okay, so let's do the debug again with this change. So it wasn't that. So, and then width is what?
1008, right?
Well, hover over it. No, hover over it online. Yeah, there you go, 1008. But yet left of object equals
0.
0. How can that be when it made the assignment? How can that be?
Gosh.
Let's comment out all the semaphore work and see if we actually had that at the same time.
Okay, so
yeah, there, yeah, and all the blocks and unlocks and blocks and stuff.
Where is
it? You see it, all the errors there. So grab lines. Yeah, there you go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Go down. Going? Yeah, keep going. Yeah. No, not that. We need just the semaphore part. Right there.
Yeah, go up. Just listening. Just
right there.
Why am I listening? I gotta listen to what you're doing.
Okay, so do control right.
Partially, but I just.
Is control what again?
Control right slash.
Oh yeah.
And then go down to the other one. Yeah, there's still a couple forward slash there. Okay. So let's see what we got, and let's rerun that in debug and see if that width still comes across correctly. Because see, originally the problem was I thought the width wasn't coming across.
Yeah.
Okay, so hover over width and height. Yeah, it really was. It just it was about the assignment. It never was about the timing. Oh my goodness, what is the problem here?
I'm as stuck as you guys.
How can that be? Do you replace the word width with 1008?
You guys don't think it has anything to do that we're all doing all this in main?
No, I mean, I'm trying to keep it all in main so that I can do this. Change that. Yeah, change it to 729.
729. Okay.
Let's run it. I don't know why there's an assignment problem. You gotta stop that. Yeah. Why there's an assignment problem? That's all there is, dude, is an assignment problem. That's crazy. Well, at least we know that's what it is. Not doing the score or the darn anymore, but
yeah.
Okay, man, you keep busting everything, dude. Okay, so let's go up and take a look at what we're doing this assignment here. Delete the 4 assignments there, the 20, 21, 22, 23. Delete those.
All these?
Yeah, just delete them. Okay, go on down to the bottom where you're going to complain now, and do declare those. No, put an int in front of those. This had better work, or I'm gonna just freak out.
So run this.
Yeah. If this doesn't work, I'm just gonna do a mic drop. Okay, that does work. So no mic drop.
Okay, wait. So what changed?
Ooh, I don't know. It's some assignment thing, and I'm not sure what the deal is. So let's see if we can slowly work things out and see what's going on. So all this is like this is real life debugging issues, right? Let's try to make them a static int right there. Let me do that. Okay, wait. Come on, deal with the first error here. So, get rid of what is it here? Illegal start of expression. Can you do public? You can't do public static int there. You can't, but try it, but it won't let you. No, it's not gonna like it because you can't do variable declarations of static outside of a. Okay, so. Well, copy those, get rid of the word static. Copy those 4 lines. Control C. Go to the top a little bit. Don't move too fast. Let me see what's there. Keep going. Public play, keep going. Block. Main. Okay, so paste in there.
Like right here?
Yeah, sure. Get rid of the get rid of the equal sign, I guess. I would do, yeah, see if you can change one to public static.
That works.
Yeah, the problem is, okay, so get rid of public static there. Let's try something else here. So one thing we need to do is, let's go down to the code now. Okay, let's run it. See, it should still run. Okay. Now let's go to, let's do it a little different way here. Go into a while loop and let me see the while loop. We gotta be wrapping up here soon. Okay, yeah, this is all good. So go down to the other place where we do the repaint.
Yeah, paint component.
Yeah. After this, after the line 198 or so, hit enter a couple times. No, at 200 after the height and width assignments.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then we could say, what were the two things we needed? We needed the left of object is the width.
Bottom. I can go.
Yeah, no, top of. I think I know what it is.
Right.
Left of object.
Excuse me.
Oh, right of object is 0. Yes. Yes. Okay, I know which one. So go down.
Left is width.
So say left of object equals width. Oh, dang, but this is going to be updated. No, just width without the parenthesis. Okay. And then do top of object equals height. Okay. And now let's go to the very top where we have the variables. Declare it and get rid of the assignments there. That equals 1080 equals 1079 thing.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, get rid of those.
And the number?
Yeah, you gotta get rid of number 2. It means nothing anymore to it. Okay, now run it. We're a little bit close. We're a little bit close. Yeah, we're also a little bit closer to the real solution here. Okay. So, but the problem is we're going to have to figure out how to update the top of object thing. Okay, so we got what, 10 more minutes? Let's see what we can do in 10 more minutes. Let's go to the block now. Block.java.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, actually, let's go back to main, because if we can make those public static again, then we'd win. The only one we need to, actually, we need them all. So try typing in public static. Public static. Now try running it just with that.
Oh, just with one?
Yeah, sure. Is it still going to be freaking out? I don't know. Okay, yeah, I wanted to bounce in 4 directions too. Okay, good. All right, then go ahead and close that. Change the next one to public static. Okay.
All of them or just one?
No, just run. We've been biting up a lot, and we're getting the ball to be stuck in crazy spots. So it is working now. Okay, so yeah, change them all. Change all of them. Okay, this might have been the arrangement we needed. Now let's see, when you resize the window, it should fix the ball, right? That's the whole point. Yes, it does do that. Okay, so let's work on a collision. Okay.
Collision detection?
Yeah, go down. Wait a second now.
Oh, wait, no, it's not in main, is it?
Collision.
Oh, dang it. Every time. Oh, we're going to be all. Wait, no, let's go back to main. There's another problem already.
Wait, where?
Go down where it does the paint. The problem. Let's see if we can do. What we really want this to do is only do it one time. We really only want the width and the height to be updated. Well, that's if it's resized, we want it to. We're going to have to trap another event. for resizing, and then updating the height and width thing that way. But I think what we need to do here is see if you can copy or actually cut lines 198 to 201. All four of those things right there, Control X. And there's no place to put it. Undo on that. Control Z. Let's go down in the class here a second. We got draw blocks. Yeah, down. This is paint component, and this is draw. Go down some more.
This is all just blocks.
Draw blocks and stuff. We need this one to tell us what the size is. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Above the public, this is kind of a hack, but let's just see if it works. Line 195. But say int x equals 0.
0.
Okay, and then after the curly brace on line 197, hit enter. Say if x. Now you got to put parentheses on the if statement. No, it's in between the parentheses. This is where you do the condition.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Now x inside equal 0. Okay, then move to the right of the parenthesis. Then enter.
Oh, sorry.
Open curly. And then you got to pick all those 4 lines in there and put them inside the curly brace.
These 4 lines?
Yeah.
And exit them, right?
There you go.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah. Now what we do is at the end of the assignment there, then say x equals 1.
Wait, right where?
Right there, another line 203. At the end of line 203, hit enter and say x equals 1. So this means it's only going to run one time.
Yeah.
But we are going to have a problem with resizing. I can already tell you that. But we'll see if this solves the problem, though.
Okay.
Okay, if it still runs. It does still run. Okay.
Anybody?
Hello?
Oh,
yeah, I can hear you.
me?
Yeah.
What happened there? Share your screen again, buddy.
Yeah, it's like everything stopped.
Oh wait, can you guys not see my screen?
Not anymore.
No, reshare it.
Okay, sorry. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, it went nuts.
Okay. How do I stop screen sharing?
Oh, I'm going to do stop it. Okay, now say started now.
Okay. Here we go. Can you guys see this now?
For some reason, you're not screen sharing.
Oh, huh. Let me look again.
It says you're doing it though.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it says I'm screen sharing.
Well, this is okay. Well, I'll stop you.
Okay.
Anyways, we'll stop here. So this is kind of interesting to work on. We've seen some challenges around timing, right?
Yeah.
When things happen in what order.
Yeah.
You can kind of see where you have to kind of control things in certain orders. So I think what we're going to end up having to do on this is make it to where it updates that one time. And then what I really want to do is when a rectangle or a block recognizes it's been hit, it's going to go and it's going to update it's going to figure out what side it was hit on, and then it's going to go say set the bottom of the object, and then that should turn the ball back around, right?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Well,
yeah, I think so. It's a little complicating, but I'm just tired.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, no, we gotta talk about one thing real quick. Spring break. And you guys have spring break next week?
Yes, but I will not be here actually.
Yeah, most people are like go out of town or in the next one. They actually want a real break from spring break. So, you got spring break area in Dallas?
oh, we people do it up here. Our parents sort of do it because we're homeschooled, so they want us to do more school anyway. But
I know. Well, tell them that we're working with people in different regions and they take spring break, so I'm not going to have a class next week.
Okay, that's fine.
Break, yeah.
Yeah, they'd be okay with that either way.
Yeah, and so